Hi students, today we go to exercise 2.8. See first question, if omega is a cube root of unity, what is a cube root of unity means z equal to 1 power 1 by 3. Here 3 roots are given, first one, second root omega, third root omega squared. Okay, so that this one we want to prove that. So what is solution? If omega is a cube root of unity means the sum of the three roots is equal to 0. So 1 plus omega squared is equal to 0, and also omega cube is equal to 1. This is the nth root means omega power n equal to 1. Fourth root means omega power 4 equal to 1. So cube root means omega cube equal to 1. So take it LHS side, this time fully take it, and then first time numerator, here a omega squared, here a only. So multiple என்ன இருக்கு அப்படினா வெறும் 1 தான் இருக்கும். 1 means this is omega cube. So 1 க்கு பதிலா omega cube replace பண்ணலாம். Same second time is also numerator time 1 into that time. So அங்கேயும் 1 க்கு பதிலா omega cube replace பண்றோம், and then denominator க்கு ஈக்குவல் பண்ணோம் numerator time. So அப்ப a கூட இங்க என்ன இருக்குனா omega square இருக்கு. இங்க a இன்டிவிஜுவலா இருக்கு. So அப்ப omega cube வந்து omega square பிரிச்சணும் அப்படினா மீதி ஒரு omega இருக்கும். அந்த omega into a omega squared plus omega squared into omega cube. What is omega cube? 1. So b plus omega squared into omega squared, omega power 4. It is omega power 4. Here cube root of unity means this is equal to omega, because omega cube equal to 1. So omega power 4 can be change of omega. So c into omega, same denominator, plus here omega go to inside, remaining omega squared. So omega squared into a omega plus omega into omega squared plus b omega squared plus omega squared into omega cube, this is equal to 1. So plus c, denominator is also same. Here next step, the numerator terms, denominator terms are cancelled. What is the remaining term? Only omega plus, and then here also 2 terms are cancelled. What is the remaining? Omega squared. So omega plus omega squared, what is the answer? In cube root of unity. See here, 1 plus omega squared equal to 0 means 1 go to right side, omega plus omega squared equal to minus 1. So the answer is minus 1. This is the RHS answer. Okay, this is the first question. Next go to second question. So that root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 whole power 5 plus same term but at the conjugate term, root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5 is equal to minus root 3. There is a sum of these two terms is equal to minus root 3 proof பண்ணோம். For the solution, first of all we consider the polar form of a complex number. So root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. What is r? This is r value. Theta means principal argument value. So what do first find out? R equal to root of real part squared plus imaginary part squared. What is the real part? Root 3 by 2. So 3 by 4 plus imaginary part 1 by 2. So square பண்ணிட்டோம்னா 1 by 4. Sum of these two terms 4 by 4 cancelled. So root 1 is equal to 1. This is the modulus of given complex number. And then alpha equal to tan inverse of imaginary by real. What is imaginary? 1 by 2 by root 3 by 2. 2 to cancelled. What is remaining? Tan inverse of 1 by root 3. What is 1 by root 3? Tan inverse table pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. Next, theta lies in first quadrant because real and imaginary parts both are positive signs. So theta lies in first quadrant. So theta equal to alpha. Alpha means pi by 6. So write in polar form. Root 3 by 2 plus I by 2 is equal to r. What is r value? 1. So 1 into cos pi by 6 plus I sin pi by 6. Next, go to question. The term whole power 5 la irukku. So அதே polar form, அதே complex number whole power 5 apply பண்ண போறோம். So whole power 5 means using De Moivre's theorem. So the power 5 go to inside of argument value, multiple of the argument value. So cos of 5 pi by 6 plus I sin 5 pi by 6. This is the first time answer. Similarly, you find out the second time. What is second time? Root 3 by 2 minus I by 2 whole power 5 is equal to the only sign change of imaginary part. So put it here also, sign change for imaginary part. So cos 5 pi by 6 minus I sin 5 pi by 6. Finally we get addition of these two terms. So sum of these two terms we find out, sin terms are cancelled So remaining two positive terms are cos terms. So cos pi by 6 plus cos pi by 6. So 2 cos 5 pi by 6. What is the pi by 6 answer? Including cos. So 2 cos pi minus pi by 6. So 5 pi by 6 pi minus pi by 6 change பண்ணிக்கலாம். இப்போ pi minus வந்துச்சுனாவே this is second quadrant. Second quadrant ல sign மட்டும் தான் positive already we know. So cos means minus sign. So put in minus and then same ratio. So cos pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 root 3 by 2. So 2 cancelled. The final answer is minus root 3. This is second sum. Write in polar form and then applying d more is sum of these two terms is equal to minus root 3. Okay, next third question. Find the value of 1 plus sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10 divided by 1 plus sin pi by 10 minus I cos pi by 10 the whole power 10. இதோட value என்ன கேட்டிருக்கு. First of all, let z equal to, I take the numerator term, the term I want z. So z equal to sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10. Since what is the modulus of z? Here modulus of z means sin squared plus cos squared is equal to 1. So which implies z bar is equal to 1 by z. Thus the conjugate of z is a reciprocal of z. இது எப்போ நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படின்னா modulus of z ஒன்றுன்னு எந்தெந்த நம்பருக்குலாம் வருதோ அப்போ மட்டும் தான் இந்த ப்ராப்பர்ட்டிஸ் யூஸ் பண்ண முடியும். Here next one, the denominator term, take 1 by z. What is 1 by z? That is the conjugate of z. So 1 by z equal to sin pi by 10 minus I cos pi by 10. This is the denominator term. So take the quotient 1 plus sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10 divided by 1 plus sin pi by 10 minus I cos pi by 10 the whole power 10. That is equal to, here 1 plus, write it same, the remaining part sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10, that is denoted by z. That is the denominator. 1 plus sin pi by 10 minus I cos pi by 10 is change of 1 by z, the whole power 10. Next step, here numerator is also same, denominator cross multiply the denominator term. So z plus 1 by z, the whole power 10. Here 1 plus z and z plus 1 are cancelled. So the denominator go to numerator. So z the whole power 10. What is z? Z means sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10. Put it here. Sin pi by 10 plus I cos pi by 10, the whole power 10. Next step, this is not a polar form because cos is the first term, sin is the imaginary part la irukonom, but inga maari irukku. So take outside I. So I power 10 iruknala I power 10 na veliya eduthurom, meedi cos terms real part maarirum. Then plus I irukku, inga edume illa. So plus term irukkude, adu vandu 1 by I. This I by I podumbodhu I veliya edukka mudiyum, remaining ஒரு 1 by I இருக்கும். 1 by I means minus I. This sin pi by 10, the whole power 10. Next, using De Moivre's theorem, the argument கூட 10 multiply பண்ணுறோம். 10 multiply பண்ணிட்டோம்னா, that is I power 10. That's not a multiple of 4. I power 8 into I squared. The value is minus 1. Next, cos pi by 10 into 10. 10 cancel, so cos pi. And then minus I sin pi. Next time minus 1 into cos pi minus 1. And then minus I into sin pi. Already we know 0. This is equal to minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1. So the final value is, the term is plus 1. Okay. Next, go to fourth question. If 2 cos alpha is equal to x plus 1 by x and cos beta is also 2. Okay. So 2 cos beta is equal to y plus 1 by y. So that these four results we want to find out. See first question, first step. 2 cos alpha is equal to x plus 1 by x. Taking cross multiply on right side. So x squared plus 1 by x is equal to 2 cos alpha. Next x go to left side. So 2 cos alpha into x is equal to x squared plus 1. Next 2 cos alpha into x, go to right side. So x squared plus 1 is equal to, this is minus 2 cos alpha into x is equal to 0. That is a one quadratic form. You find out result x. So that is a 1 b minus 2 cos alpha and c equal to 1. Using quadratic formula, x equal to minus b means 2 cos alpha plus or minus root of b squared means 4 cos squared alpha plus minus 4ac. So we did 4 whole by 2a. So we did 2. Next 2 cos alpha is same time 2 cos alpha and then plus or minus root 4 is a common term. 4 rooted there are 2 remaining cos squared minus 1. This answer is minus sin squared. Here divided by 2. Next 2 cos alpha. Here 2 is a common term. So take outside 2 into cos alpha plus or minus root minus this is I complex number I sin squared means sin alpha divided by 2. 2 are cancelled. So finally x equal to cos alpha plus or minus I sin alpha. Similarly we can find out y is also. So taking cross multiple and then go to quadratic form. Next using quadratic formula we can find out y equal to cos beta plus or minus I sin beta. So take x equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha and then take y equal to cos beta plus I sin beta. இது ரெண்டு மட்டும் நீங்க எடுத்து சால்வ் பண்ணா போதும். That is x by y means cos alpha plus I sin alpha by cos beta plus I sin beta. The answer is cos alpha minus beta plus I sin alpha minus beta. Same y by x means this is the reciprocal of x by y. This is only sign change of imaginary part. So addition of these two terms we get it 2 cos alpha minus beta. Next multiple of these two terms means arguments add பண்ணிக்கணும். So அப்ப cos of alpha plus beta plus I sin alpha plus beta minus here reciprocal of the term means cos alpha plus beta and then minus I sin alpha plus beta. So subtraction of these two terms means cos terms are cancelled. So 2 I sin alpha plus beta. Here third part x power m, that is x cos alpha plus I sin alpha. X power m means cos m alpha plus I sin m alpha. And then y power n means cos n beta plus I sin n beta. ரெண்டு மல்டிபிள் பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ் ஆட் ஆகும். ஆட் பண்ணும்போது cos m alpha plus n beta plus I sin m alpha plus n beta. சேம் ரெசிப்ரோக்கல் எடுக்கும்போது கான்ஜுகேட் மட்டும் சைன் மாற்றிடுங்க. ரெண்டே ஆட் பண்ணால் 2 cos டைம்ஸ் கிடைக்கும். சேம் மெத்தட் இது டிவைடில் இருந்துச்சுன்னா சப்ராக்ஷன் பண்ணிக்க ஆர்குமெண்ட்டை அதனால தான் மைனஸ் வருது. மல்டிபிள் இருக்கும்போது சம் ஆஃப் த ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ். ஓகே do it in your homework. Okay, see you next class.